Garage Woodworking. Today I'm going to show you how I made my gym mirror, my home gym. I used an old mirror from an old dresser I got for $10, and then I framed it, painted it, and added chain, some workout inspired chain. Now I'll show you how I did that. Alright, so what I've done is I got a mirror from Goodwill, and it is a dresser mirror, and what I've done is I've taken a piece of 3/8" plywood, 3/8" plywood, and I've used that as a backer board, and I've made it 2 inches wider, and then I've gone ahead and I have some 3/4 inch pine, and I've already cut it and mitered it, and it's about just shy of 3 inches. And what I've done also is I've cut a little groove on the back, just a little relief cut here, and that's where the mirror sits into. Okay, so the mirror is going to be in here, and that sits across it here and keeps the mirror in place. So what I've done is I've dry fit all the parts together. So basically you put everything in, make sure everything works out nicely, put all your sides on, make sure it's perfect, and then this is kind of what it looks like. Hard to see from that angle, I bet, but basically that's it. So once it's all together, can't really show you properly, but basically that's your mirror. Right. So the frame goes on, and then I've got to paint the frame, and I got to add a chain. And this is for a workout room. Alright, so we'll try to put all of it on the PL Premium without breaking anything. Push it off to make sure there's nothing on the back. So now, put the mirror back on and line it up. So I've already drawn out where the mirror is to sit. So you just have to match up to the lines that are already on there, and then it'll be golden. Press it down a little bit, try not to put on too much excessive pressure, just to spread the PL Premium, just to make sure that it bonds together between the mirror and the wood. And then we'll line this up and put the wood on. The next step, we're just going to put some carpenter glue along the back, and we're going to put these on. So now we'll set the frame in place, make sure that there's no dirt on the back. We're going to use the headless spinner just to set the wood in place. Be careful not to shoot the mirror. So now, I'm going to try flipping it over. And we're going to use 3/4 inch number 8 screws. I'm going to use Robertson. For those of you in the States, that'll be square drive, but much better. Alright? So, remember where your mirror is. And what you want to do is just kind of walk it around. And it's good if you sink your screws in just past the wood. Just sink the head in a little bit. Alright, so what I've done is I have the mirror turned upside down. I've taped around the edge, and I'm just going to paint the sides of the mirror right now, and I'll flip it over and I'll paint the front. So tape the front off, take the back off, and I'll start to paint it. And I'm using a Rust-Oleum hammered black paint primer all in one sort of thing. I really like this. It's one of my favorites. I like the finish. So we're going to do a couple coats to the front. I'm trying to get into the corners here. Alright, so what we've done, we found the center of our chain and we marked it on our frame, and we've measured in where we want to put our holes. Okay, so it's right in the middle of the link, and we're going to bolt that in. And what I have here is I've got this handy dandy gauge that will show you what size your bolts and things are. So what I want to do for this bolt, 7/16, is drill a 7/16 hole, and so that will fit nicely right through here, and that's what we're going to do next. So now what I've done is I've taken a chisel and I've cut out the back so that the bolt will sit flush. This one's not quite flush, so I'll have to remove a little more material. But anyway, so just chisel it out. So when you're making this stuff, nothing ever really goes according to plan. So I had to get some different fasteners, so I've spread all my fasteners on the table to find some bolts that still don't fit properly. So what I've done is I've marked the chain on the front, and I've drilled through the back with a really small drill. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Forstner bit, and I'm going to drill out a spot for the washer and the bolt instead of having to use the chisel, so it's a little easier. So I just line it up where my hole was and start to drill. Much nicer. And I flipped it over. Now we'll drill through the small pilot hole I made in the front, and we'll go for the larger size of the bit that fits the bolt that I'm using. So here's the workout room.